and then somebody will tell you, oh, I don't even care about that anyway. Fucking liars. Liars. If anybody is going to gaslight you and say, no, I don't care about stuff. I don't care about cars. I don't care about money. I don't care about all of this. I don't care about, yo, honestly, that is the big, if a woman tell y'all that, if y'all mama tell y'all that, if y'all employees tell y'all that, if your kids tell y'all that, that's fucking lie. Because they not going to downgrade their lifestyle for you. Fucking liars, bro. I'm going to just be absolutely real with how people are in real life. Oh, I didn't care nothing about that. You do fucking care. But here's the problem. It's not even whether you care or not. That's not the issue. The issue is that this motherfucker traded in his time, resources, energy, not sleeping, killed himself every day in order to show you some love. And the way that guys communicate in a lot of instances is what they do. They don't communicate or they don't show love by emotion and affection. That's usually a female trait. That's something that females are conditioned to do and feminine men are conditioned to do, but men love through actions. So if a guy then go out here and fucking kill himself for you and then get the best for you, even if it's not that good, even if he just going out of his way, let's say he go out and buy you some flowers, or he go out and get you a hat, or he was thinking about whatever it is. If a dude does the best that he can, and I'm trying to speak for all men right now, if a dude does the best that he fucking can, and he traded in his time, and he could have did anything, but he thought about you first. And then if a person then comes back and says, oh, I don't care about that anyway, you know how much of an insult that is to the person? Do you know how much of an insult that is to the person that is building every single day? Most men will die for the people that they surround themselves with. They will die for their children. They will die for their mama. They will die for their family. They will die for they will almost die for their employees because they mean that much to them. And it is the biggest insult in the world for a person, no matter who it is. Listen, my father died working. That is a fact. He died working. Most guys die from something that's relevant to what it is that they put their life on the line for in their lifetime. Even if you a dope man, even if you a drug dealer, even if you a dope man, do you know that dope boys put their life on the line every single day? Every single day for whoever it is that they spending their money and their time for? Every single day they do. They put their freedom. Now, I don't agree with them poisoning the community, but they put their freedom on the line every single day, right? And most of these guys out here right now are unappreciated. And that's not speaking to my situation. I'm just speaking for men in general. Most men are unappreciated. And you know what's going to happen when they die? They're going to get a funeral. People going to mourn for them for a little bit. And then everybody going to move on with their life. And they're going to inherit everything that came along with what it is that he made the sacrifice for. That's
a cold piece of game. Whew. That is a cold piece of game. You got a motherfucker who gonna be, you do all that you can for them. They might shout out and be like, yo, I didn't ask you to do that for me. Let me tell you something. I do something in kind for you, and you got the nerve to tell me one day I didn't ask you to do that for me. We're done. We're probably done for life. But it's a cold piece of game to be like, to think about a man's life and his trajectory. He spends his entire life in service, and then he died. Then everybody come take his shit. And then put him in a box, throw him in the ground, and probably never speak his name again. That's a cold piece of game, boy. That's a cold piece of game.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So when somebody then says, well, how are you doing? First of all, are they really asking that? Or are they being genuine, or are they asking that just because it's something to say? Real talk. Are they asking it because it's genuine or is it just something to say? So it was difficult for me to even put into perspective what I feel. Now I'm gonna add a little bit more context and then we're gonna move over to Cat Williams because first let me bring myself to the front of the congregation and say, I apologize. I apologize to every single person that was a part of that live stream because I don't know what it feels like to be loved on en masse. And so when everybody was showing me love in the chat, and I'm very interactive, I pay.
Forget en masse. Forget en masse.
Man.
How many dudes in general know what it's like to feel loved? Let me tell you something. Black Man Filter, I'm gonna be perfectly honest because I do that over here sometimes. I have some of the worst reactions to gifts.
Me too, bro. Me too.
I don't get them, and when I do, I am so. I won't say thank you. It's not that I don't want to say thank you. I don't know how to. I don't know.
Yeah, let me see if I can match what it is you're saying. When I get a gift, I feel awkward to the point where it started very young in my life. So I don't get a gift now. It's like, if I don't get one, I'm okay. I'm prepared for that. But if somebody surprised me with something, here go a gift. I don't know how to handle it. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know how to say thank you. Because we've been programmed to work hard and not play at all. And so there's no room to be attached to people doing something for you. So that's why it's awkward for us.
I can't even wrap my head around. And then I get accused of being ungrateful, a dick, and it's none of those things. I just don't know. I can't receive gifts. I don't know how to receive gifts well, and I don't know how to ask for anything.
Right.
I can't. I'll just go do it. And let me tell you something. If I ask you, I'm only asking you once. And you got to do it right then because I won't. Because I can't. It's just it's not in me to do it. One, because I'm not accustomed to it.
Exactly.
And yeah, a lot of guys are. Oh man, yeah. I don't understand these lay up on your woman type dudes because they're always in the receiving position like a chick.
Yeah.
They're always in the receiving position like a chick.
All right, man. Well, I got to get out of here, brother. I got to get up early in the morning, man. I appreciate you for allowing me to come up, brother. Hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow night. I already emailed you everything that you need.
I got it. Yep, I just got it. I'm gonna open up. I'm about to wrap up, but before I do, you can go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the doors of the church for anybody who want to come up. We're gonna lean on the everlasting arm. I just dropped the link in the chat. Thank Black Men Unfiltered for coming up. If anybody else want to come up for a few minutes and got a few words for us, the doors of the church is open. The doors of the church is open. Come by letter.
All right, my brother.
All right. Come by letter. Christian experience. Candidate for baptism. Got anything to add to the stream of the discussion tonight? Come on up. We got about a couple minutes and we're going to get up out of there. Thank Black Men Unfiltered for coming. I appreciate you. One. Yes, sir. But yeah, this was an interesting. I needed to just come up and have this conversation about this today because I don't want women to. I want you guys, if you ladies, or if you know any ladies who've heard them talk like this about men, and the fact that men being emotional is not it's not a feminine thing. Now, let me clarify that a little bit for y'all. Now, it depends on what you're reacting to. I will say that. Now, if you are in a discussion with somebody or you're being confronted by something and they're confronting you with facts, the truth, and you wig out over the truth, that's a little suspect. But when you have a natural reason to be in the frame that you are in, that is not somehow feminine. If you catch your woman giving her ex-man money, you got the fucking right to be upset. You got the right to hoop, holler, scream, and yell. Don't punch in the face even though you're gonna want to. Don't do that. You don't want to do that at all. You know, those are all righteous stuff. If there's a morality thing, if there was a morality thing that went up against your morals, you have a right to object to that. You have a right to get upset. You have a right to display. You have a right to do that, and that's not fit. So this whole notion that men cannot show emotions, and that's not masculine, or that's not coming out of frame. Now, you don't want, now as a dude, you don't want to be wilding out and shit. You know what I mean? But goddamn, if somebody piss you off, they just didn't piss you off. We got one. Wife School, how you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm good. There we go. I'm like, which one of these profiles am I? Welcome to the Real Bravado Network, lady.
Hola, ¿cómo está? No, sir. How are you guys doing? I was just, enjoying your show tonight.